Welcome to Project 5 Daily Blog Travel Montage using CapCut. In this hands on project, you will learn how to turn your day or travel clips into an engaging cinematic styles montage that grab attentions online. Okay, so let's start with opening by the CapCut. So here we are in the CapCut and we want to start. So let's use the click on the create project, and now that here we are in the new project. So we want to give here the this project's name. So let's say we want to modify it, and let's say we want to give here something like we can just say the or what we're gonna do. So let's use the travel or travel blocks over here, and if I gonna go to and write here the this one, and we want to keep the aspect ratios as the originals and then just save it. Okay, and so let's begins by importing your blocks clips into the CapCut. For this demo we are using clips from day to trips or to the mountains, and for that so let's go to the imports, and I have the simple travels or I have the simple one. So I'm gonna do so let's select all and then just open it. Okay, so now we have the 6 shorts video clips, like we have the something like morning copy, and also we have something the scenery, street moments, street shots, and sunsets waves over here, and say goodbyes and the trains or stations over there. Okay, so think of your blog as a mini story. A great flow might looks like introductions, journey, destinations, foods, peoples, signs, or scenic view, and closing shots. Okay, so and here now let's drag clips to the timelines into the orders, and the first one is I'm gonna use the morning copy, like there's one, and the another one, let's say we're gonna want to use the train stations. So let's select it, and we'll move this one into the timeline. So let's select it again, and it takes several times to work with the there's one. So what can I do? So let's select it and move to the timelines, and another one I'm gonna do. So let's zoom out for now, and let's use the straight shoots over here, and now that we have the street shoots over here, and another one, so let's move the food moment, or like here we have, or we can use this is kind of the food moments and the scenario. So let's move this one to the over here, and the last one we're gonna use the sunsets web pace. Okay, so and that's it. In totals in our time is 2 minutes and 2 seconds, and keep its clips between like 2 to 5 seconds to maintain pace. So what I'm gonna do, so let's use it, or I'm gonna just select this one, and let's keep it or before. So let's make it like here, let's zoom out over here, and that's it. Or we want to use, so let's here we have almost the 10 seconds, and I'm gonna crop it over here, and another one if I gonna click it. So let's go ahead, and we have the 10 stations over here, and what can I do? So let's keep it to the close, or I'm gonna do, so let's use it over here, and again I want to use the straight. So for that what can I do? So let's select these clips, and let's decrease over here, and we have the there's one, and we have now the there's are over here, And the next thing is I'm gonna want to just fit it over here. And what can I do? So let's use it over here, or we have almost like that, that's one. Or what can I do? So let's increase, and I'm gonna want to use this one into the 1 minutes. Okay, so and now that here we have these clips with the our morning copy, start with the morning copies, then move to the trends over here. And the next one is we have the this one like the or street moments over here, or the street shots over here. And this is the or the food moments, and this is the scenarios. And here we have the sunsets or wave goodbye. Okay, so and the next thing is what I'm gonna do, we want to use here, or we gonna or let's use here something for, or let's add the music that match your vibes. So we'll synchronize the visuals to beat for that montage feels. So we can do by going to the areas, or we want to work with over here, and let's say we're gonna use the upbeat, or let's say the upbeat realities. Like if I gonna go to over here, and let's say the, or we're gonna do the like the this one the upbeats, or over here like the royalty over here. And then just we can just try to place or find it from there. So let's try to play it, so how it will come. Okay, so for this one I want to use this video or this or musics to our mini blogs. Okay, and that's it. And now also you can use or like drag it under the video timelines, and use the beat detections or manually add beat marks if you want to use over here. So like here we have the options to go with our here, so whatever you want, like we have the different styles. So let's select it. Or before that what I'm gonna do, so let's use it over, or I want to spell it for now. And now let's delete it for the rest of this one. Okay, and here we have the this one, and you can also use like the beats, like if you're gonna want to use over here. And we have the enhance voice over here, and these options. So if I gonna go to, so let's try to play it, so how it will comes over here. Okay, so you can easily go ahead or make it a bit. So now that here we have the this one, and the next thing is I'm gonna want to use the fade out for here for the closings audios, so it can become ups like this way. Okay, so and that's it. And also spell the trim and spell or the clips to match is beat, drop and musical change if you want to use it. Okay, and also we can like if you gonna go to, or let's for example let's use the there's one, and you can also make it something, or if you want to trim it up, so you can do it from here. And also the next thing is we gonna move these travel blocks or many travel blocks with the transitions and also the motions. Or I'm gonna do, and let's or increase like the there's one for now, and we want to speed up this one. And before that we're gonna add the transitions from there. So smooth transitions bring your block to life, and CapCut has built-in transitions like camera, wave, zooms and glitch effects. So if I'm gonna select it now, go to the transitions over here, and you can just select it. So let's go with the camera, and we can have the different styles over here. So let's go to, and whatever, or you can have the zoom or something, like you can easily use with your the cap or use your videos over here. And here this is the pro one, you can use the free version. So like here, if I'm gonna go to the free one, we can have, or let's go to the camera again, and I'm gonna do, so let's select it, or let's use this one to the over here. And now that here we have added it over here, and now that here we have comes up the this one. And also we're gonna do, so let's use our the another one like the flash. So if I gonna go to, let's try to use the flash over here, and we want to add here something like, if I gonna select like that this one, the transitions over here. So now if I gonna just move it like this way, okay, so and that's it. And for the spine between streets we gonna do, so let's go to, and we gonna use the spine over here, and we have the this one. And what can I do, so let's use or download it for now. And I'm gonna want to use between these clips over here, and we're gonna do, so let's little bit increase the durations. And if I gonna just play it for now, okay, so again I can do, so let's use the durations to the shorts over here, or again I can do, so let's use it, and I'm gonna want to use it over here, and that's it. So now let's try to close over here, or I'm gonna do the another one. So if not working, I can just do it for now. Let's try to play it, so how it will comes with the our clips over here. So it's not working for us, so we can do it the another one. So let's go ahead, and let's try to use the spines one. And what can I do, so let's try to find out the free one, so we can use for there. I have the this one also. So what can I do, so let's go ahead, and if I gonna have the that's one, okay. So now that here we have added over there, okay. So and that's it. And the next thing is we want to add the another animations over there, and for that we gonna do, so let's go to and just takes out from here, and let's use the basics, or we want to add something for the there's one. So let's try to find out which is the appropriate for us, or let's use the slide or something. If you want to use like the this one or this one, I'm gonna want to use, so let's select it, and let's move into these transitions for the smooth. And from there another one, let's use the distributions, and we gonna want to use like the this one, and let's select it. Or what can I do, so let's use it over here, and this one, what can I do, so let's or increase over here, and that's it. And now that here we have added over here, or you can add the like keyframes to motions, or zooms in slowly on scenarios. So if you're gonna go to over here, so what can I do, I can do to go to or use the keyframes. Like if I gonna go to and use the keyframes, again I'm gonna do, so let's go to and use the keyframes over here. And here what can I do, so let's use here the different keyframes. So if I gonna do here like that this one, so now let's try to play. and that's it. We have used the zooms in over here. Or what can I do? So let's make it little bit these zooms in over here, so increase or decrease from there. Okay, so and that's it. And now let's move into to the text overlay and also the captions. So add some anime or animal text, and like here are date, locations or short phrase can grab your viewers. And we're gonna do, so let's go to, and if I gonna go to over here, and let's say the text, and we're gonna use here, or let's see here, and let's add it over here, and we start from, or let's do it, and we can do, so let's select it. And what can we do? We want to start from here, and let's change it. So let's say something, the day, or we're gonna do the day trip to something. If I'm gonna say the Sri Mangal, or we're gonna do over here the this one, and the like over here, and we have the this or this one. So what can I do? Or let's, or we use it the, or zoom, or use it like that, that's one. And we want to use or make it the motions over here with the fade. So let's go to the animations, and let's use the something, the fade ins over here for the example. And now that here we are using the fades ins over here, so let's use it with the fades in, and let's use the durations over here. And we have the from here, so let's try to play it, so how it will comes up like this. Or I'm gonna use the typewriters over there. Okay, and also another thing is we can also take or like here we can use here the locations, like we're gonna say, so let's say, and we're gonna add here the default text, and we're gonna want to say, let's say the green, or we're gonna use the green village at, let's say the 10:30 a.m. Okay, so here we are using the these ones over here, let's say it. And what can we do? So let's decrease over here, and this is our we're gonna do. So let's change the font styles over here, and that's it. Now we want to place text to, or tap to, or tap left to or bottom centers using Save Zones guidance over here. So why do you want to use it? Or now let's make it the animations, and for that we're gonna use the different animations like these ones over there. So let's increase the here, or I'm gonna use it like the this one. Okay, so and there we have it, we have just used it over there. And so the, or you can change here the font style. So if you're gonna want to use, so let's go to the text, use the different font, and let's say if you want to use something like the difference one, and if you're gonna say the something another or font style, so you can have the this one. And before that, so let's move into the over here, we can see we have the different styles over there. Okay, and that's it. We have these ones over here, and I'm gonna want to use over here. Okay, so and that's it, we have this one. And now we have added the this text. And now let's move into the color gradings for mode. So color corrections enhance mode. CapCut lets you apply presets or adjust the manually. Like here we're gonna do, so let's select all the clips to adjust over here, and then go to the adjust over here, You have the LUT or the filters, like you can go at the different one, or let's select. If I gonna use the vintage, or like the this one, so this is the travels one, and you can now see we have the all colors just with the same color gradings. Okay, so or you can do, or you can adjust manually by the this one. Or what can I do? So let's go to the over here and go to the adjustment, and we can use, so or we have the brand preset, so if you want to use it, and that's it. Or you can go to the adjust from there, and so let's go ahead, and we have the auto adjust if you gonna want to use, or you can use from the here. Or what can I do? So let's increase little bit the fonts and tints over here. So let's use it like that. That's one situation. So let's make a little bit increase over here, and now that's it comes with the this way, and the same way we can do. So let's select these clips, or I'm gonna increase the this one. So what can I do? Or saturation or brightness, you can actually go ahead the this one. So what can I do? So let's use it, or we're gonna want to use from the here. And now that here we have these styles, or you can use the white balance if you're gonna want to use it from the there. So, and also we can increase the context, and also here, and slightly warms temperatures we can do for the over here. Let's use the warm temperatures or tense or situations. So let's go with, and so now that here we have these color combinations. Okay, and also you can reduce the highlights, so if you're gonna want to reduce it uh, for soft look. So now that here we have the first one, we have just work over there, and the next thing is we have just added it over here, and we can do, so let's use the animations with the different bubbles, or it can be make it the more appealing over here. And what can I do? So let's go ahead, and if I gonna have the this one, or by journey, or whatever you want, or let's still or use the there's one, and I can just do for now. So if I gonna play it for here, so and that's it. And the next thing is we want to change here the another colors to make it the fillings over here. And what can I do? So let's use it to highlight it from there, or we gonna do, so let's use it from the there, and that's it. So, and when everything is done, make sure you can check it from here. Or before that we want to do, we want to add here the our speed by using the speed. And the next thing is we gonna want to do, so let's use the speed it, or what can I do? So let's use the speed up from there, or we're gonna do, so let's use it this speed over here. And if I'm gonna now play it, so how it will come. Okay, and before I want to do, so let's use it until like that that's one. So it's almost the this style or this total durations over here. So if I'm gonna play it from here, so and that's it. Now when you finish it, you can do, you can just play it from the beginning. So if you do have the any changes, you can easily find over, and you can go ahead there. So, and that's it. Now it's time to export it, and we have the great jobs over here, and you have completed your first daily blogs montage. Don't stop here. Try making a new one with every trips or events. Okay, so to export it, you can just go to the export, and also you have the options to export it over here. So this is the or you can just go to the, or we have, this is the pro one, and also the, or we need to back to the edits, and there make sure that you are using the format is mp4 and 1000 or 80p or 4K, and bitrate should be the high, and file names like we can use the daily blogs mp4 and upload to Instagram's reels, TikToks or YouTube shorts. Okay, so, and that's it for today's lessons.